Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the SDCC Jurassic World Hammond Collection Outhouse Chaos set. Now, as the name implies, this was a Comic-Con exclusive, San Diego Comic-Con to be precise, and unfortunately this thing has been sold out for several months now, so you can't really get it anymore. That, and like if you want to get it online, it's a lot more expensive than it originally was, but we'll talk more about prices like later in this video. But yeah, anyway, I finally got mine. I've been seeing reports of people getting theirs just completely destroyed in the mail. The box is just crushed. But thankfully mine came in pretty good shape, and yeah, the packaging did look really nice though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it really hurt that I had to open it, but I have to make a video, but just know this figure or this set looks amazing in the packaging. So, yeah. I honestly don't have a whole lot else to say, so let's just get right into this. To start this review, I just want to quickly talk about Rexy, because Rexy here, well, this is just a repaint of the original Hammond Collection T-Rex that came out, like, over the summer, so I don't really feel like I have a whole lot to say about her, but I do have some things to say. First of all, like I said, this is a repaint, and as you can see here, most of the figure is a much darker shade of brown than the original. The underside of the figure is painted a whitish color, as you can vaguely see there, instead of the original tannish color, like on the original. The eyes on this figure, I think, look better than the original, and throughout the back of this figure, there's a lot of like little like rain droplets painted on this figure, like just like little like I don't want to say like clear paint, but like it's basically painted to look like they're like rain droplets on this figure. And to be fair, I do think that is a really nice touch. It's very minor, and I'll of course post pictures up as I'm talking about this, but still, the painting on this figure does look very nice, and I think is a major improvement over the original Hammond Collection T-Rex. I guess one more thing I want to point out is that the arm on mine is well, not this arm. This arm moves around fine. It's just the other arm here that's just stuck for some reason. It just doesn't want to move, but yeah. Other than that though, this is just the same figure with a different coat of paint. A much better coat of paint, but still the same figure nonetheless. I'm not gonna lie, I do think her inclusion in this set is a little unnecessary, because we just got a Hammond Collection T-Rex, so I don't know, the fact that we're getting a repaint like this soon is really, like, I don't know. I get it's like a Comic-Con exclusive, and I get, like, Rexy, she's very important to that scene because, she's the one that eats the lawyer off the toilet, but I don't know, I feel like she's only here just to make the price go up, because, yeah, I don't see why people, like, just order Gennaro and then just, order the Hammond Collection T-Rex like the original one. I don't get it, but, it's whatever. Still, I do like this figure. I do like it more than the original Hammond Collection T-Rex, even though the arm on mine is stuck, but, yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say about Rexy here. It's the same figure, just with a different coat of paint and a messed up arm. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for Rexy. One more thing I forgot to talk about. I don't know why, but the tail for some reason has 1, 2, 3 different shades of brown. A little inconsistent, but actually no, there is no but. That just doesn't look good at all. I'm sorry. Now let's talk about the outhouse here. And the outhouse here, yeah, I think looks nice. Visually I think it looks very nice. All of the printing, like all of the foliage in the back here, and like the bamboo and everything like that, and even the hay for the top of it, I think is printed very nicely, and even the bathroom logo. But I guess my issue here is that it's made of cardboard, and I get it. It would have been more expensive to like make like a fully like plastic outhouse, but on the other hand, that just makes this more fragile. Like, granted, the cardboard they use is very like durable, but I can see this being like a concern. Like, if people are like moving, then like trying to transport this thing, like I can see how this be like a little bit of little bit of a hassle, but not the end of the world. I mean, it still looks nice, but I just would have preferred if it was made out of plastic. I get why it's made of cardboard. You know, it's cheaper, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. But one thing that is really cool is that you can actually remove the top, so you can somewhat replicate the scene from the first movie. One nitpick to point out, though, on the inside of the outhouse here is like, you know, bamboo. But like the inside here is just like regular walls, so a little bit of an inconsistency here, but again, that's literally a very small nitpick, not the end of the world whatsoever, so yeah. Of course, you know, the inside here looks nice. The toilet, well, it's a toilet. I don't really have a whole lot else to say. It's literally just a toilet. And the floor paneling, yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I don't really. It's a toilet. I don't know what else you want from me. There is a button here, so you know, we do get 3 sounds. And lights too. I forgot we get lights, but still, the sounds here are pretty cool. It would have been nice to hear quotes from Gennaro from the movie, but you know, it is what it is. But we have 2 more. And then we just wait for the lights to die down. And for the last sound. I don't know what that first sound was. I mean, the second sound was clearly the male T-Rex from the Lost World, but still, I don't know what that first sound was. I don't recognize it at all, so that's a little weird. Like, I've never heard the T-Rex make that sound before, but yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the outhouse. It would have been nice if it was plastic instead of cardboard, but you know, like, it still looks nice, and I do like it, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the outhouse. Here we have the Tyrannosaurus Rex Paddock sign, and you know, it's not bad. Just you know, just a hollow piece of plastic with some decals on it, which you know, they look nice. For some reason, mine is very like scuffed up. I don't know why. Like, there's just these like white marks all over the place. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. Besides that, though, I think this is a pretty nice little accessory here.
The monkey chain! The monkey's fist! The monkey!
I shut you down, John.
And after all these years, we finally have a Donald Gennaro action figure. It would have been really nice if they, you know, made this a regular release. Like, not like this set, but like Donald Gennaro, just make him like a regular release instead of a Comic-Con exclusive. But honestly, I've complained about this issue so many times. It's just kind of, you know, what's the point? Mattel's not going to listen. They're going to keep making characters that people want as action figures for Comic-Con exclusives. You know, once in a while we might get something like Sarah Harding or the Roland Tembo set where they actually were released, like, you know, regularly. But yeah, it's a shame that like variants of figures would be cool, but no, like, give us original figures. That's cool. It would have been nice to get this guy regularly, but that's besides the point. I'm rambling on for too long. Yeah, no, this figure, I really do like it. I think the painting and sculpting here, I think looks great. And yes, I'm talking about both the painting and the sculpting because, I don't know, it just makes more sense to me. Also, less editing. I'm not lazy. But yeah, no, the painting here I think looks very nice. Everything here is very, very clean. Nothing is sloppy whatsoever. You know, the shirt is painted very nicely. The tie, everything. Even his hair here, I think, is painted pretty well. And yeah, overall, there's just a lot of really nice paint apps on this figure, and the sculpting here looks great too. I think the head sculpt especially definitely captures the likeness of I just said his name, Donald Gennaro in the movie. But yeah, no, overall, I think the painting and sculpting here is really nice. All of the wrinkles and folds in his clothing and the little bits of detailing in the shoes, everything here just looks very nice. So the paint and sculpting on this figure, I'd say definitely gets a pass. Lastly, we're going to take a look at the articulation on this figure, and the articulation on this figure, is good. We've seen it before on other Hammond collection figures. The head is on a ball joint, so we can look around and, tilt his head a little bit. So, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, his head is tilting. The arms can rotate 360 and move outwards, like so. There's a bend at the elbow, and another swivel here. And again, wrist swivel, and they can move inwards and outwards like that. There's a ball joint at the waist here, so you can get some pretty decent movements here. The legs can kick that far, but they can't really kick back that much. And the legs can spread, like so. We have a double bend in the knees here. And the feet are on... They're not ball joints, but like they do kind of act as ball joints because we do have a little bit of an ankle pivot, which is pretty cool, but yeah. And that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. It's good. We've seen this before on other Hammond collection figures, but still, the articulation here is good. So the articulation here, I'd say definitely gets a pass. Now we'll do some size comparisons. Here we have both the Hammond collection Dr. Grant and Dr. Ian Malcolm. And these two, I think, all look very nice with each other. Here we have the Hammond collection Velociraptor. I said I wasn't going to get this figure, but I don't know why, but I guess recently I decided to buy this figure, so here we are. Yeah, I wasn't planning on making a video about this figure, but if you want me to talk about it, then I will, but otherwise I don't really have plans. And same with this figure here, the Hammond collection Gallimimus. I do really like this figure, but again, I just wasn't really planning on making a video about these two figures here. But like I said, if you want me to, then let me know in the comments, So, yeah. Yeah, and of course, here we have Dr. Billy Grant and some hand sanitizer. I'm not gonna lie, like, taking these two out of the equation, this is a really nice setup here. The Hammond collection is so good. I love it so much, it's not even funny. So at the end of the day, should you get this set? Well, unfortunately, you can't really get it anymore because, like I said at the beginning of this video, this was a Comic-Con exclusive, so now it's sold out, so now you have to pay pretty expensive prices, but I will say that the original retail for this set was $80, which, to be fair, I do think it's worth it, but I feel like it's only $80 because of Rexy here, and again, she does look nice here, and I get why they include her, because, like, she's important to this specific scene in the movie, but at the same time, I feel like she's also here to sort of jack up that price. So, yeah, if Rexy wasn't here, then I'd say this set would be worth, like, probably, like, $30, but, like, we have Rexy here, so that definitely brought the price up to $80, which, a little high. I feel like we could have done without Rexy, again, also because we just got a Hammond collection T-Rex, but still, I'm not complaining. The Hammond collection T-Rex repaint in this set does look very nice, so yeah. But now, if you do want this set, it's on eBay for, like, I think the lowest I've seen was like $104, which isn't as expensive as originally retailed, but it's still not cheap at all. So yeah. Again, it just sucks that we've never gotten a Donald Gennaro figure before, so it just really sucks that they're just kind of like, alright, let's make him a Comic-Con exclusive. Like, again, I know I'm like beating a dead horse here, but I'm really sick of Mattel doing this, where they'll take a character, they'll make a figure of a character that we've, never seen in figure form, and then they'll make him like a Comic-Con exclusive or something like that. Like, last year we had that Legacy Collection Ray Arnold figure, and that's a great figure, and I like that figure. But the thing is, right? It's just kind of like a regular release of Ray Arnold would have been really nice. I don't get why, like, if it was like a variant, that'd be understandable. Like maybe like the one here could be like a muddy version, like the Gennaro. I mean, he could be like all muddy or whatever, or wet or whatever, and then have like a regular version of him released regularly. Like it just makes sense, and I don't understand why they didn't do that. But I digress. I digress. But with all that said, I do think that this is a very nice set. I like it a lot. It's just a shame the arm on my T-Rex is stuck, so I can't really move that much. But still, this is a nice set, and I do like it a lot. So yeah, get this if you can. But like I said, it's sold out. So if you do want this now, you're gonna have to pay like ridiculous prices on eBay. But that's besides the point. So yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.